So okay, fine. Last class we are discussing about the what is the excipients we are used in the preparation of tablet. Okay. Batch A, I have shared one that means slide that is for the practical preparation and evaluation of aspirin tablet. Have you seen that? Have you seen the slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You just go through it, and next class I will discuss all these things. Okay. What is the that means how we can prepare B batch? I have already discussed. Okay. And for A batch, I will discuss on Monday. Fine. If I got the
Okay.
time, if you have any free time, then I will discuss. Fine. Okay. Mm, so those who have already tried to that means applied for their course registration, sorry, their mark sheet. That means for third sem mark sheet, you just give in the grievance cell that those who are applying for that means what is that? It is scholarship, is not it? Near about 3 or 4 students they are asking for the third semester mark sheet for the scholarship. All of you are there. Amina, then uh, what are the names?
Lokman.
Sir,
Hmm?
Lokman sir.
Lokman, Samsud. Okay. So you just do
Yes.
one thing. Today you, I have already talked with the controller of the examination. You just again you just put a comment on the grievance cell that you need it in urgent basis, and what is the reason why you are asking for the third sem mark sheet. Okay, provisional mark sheet. You just give the mention the reason on the grievance cell. So today on
Sir,
only. Hmm?
sir, I wrote everything like say just now, but
Hmm?
till now wrote no response.
Fine, I have already resolved. I have already talked. Today I am just talking with our examination controller. He give me the suggestion that today you just give the all that means requirements. So that is means third semester mark sheet is required. Then you write it down in given cell today. You just mention that it is for your urgent basis. It is required, and what is the last date for applying of your that means that is your what is it is called uh,
30,
for for your
31st.
scholarship. You
Priority
just
scholarship.
okay, you mention one date that within this period only, within 24 or within 25th of this month, we have to require our mark sheet for scholarship, applying the scholarship. Okay, you just mention it. They will take action in tomorrow. Fine.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Within tomorrow, they will try to solve all these things. So you just give the that means comments on your grievance cell today again. Okay, if you are already submitted again, you just put it down and just write it down and make it urgent because last date is this one. Last within 25th or within 26th we have to submit. That's why we require e-mark sheet. That means provisional mark sheet. Okay, and for others also third semester mark sheets are already are in process. Okay, already date is given for the printing. Within certain term period of time you will got the mark sheet. Fine.
হয় স্যার
Sir,
স্যাৰ কাইলৈ আছে আপুনি কোৱাৰ পিছত মই ছাৰ তাতে গৈছিলো ছাৰ
কি ক'লে?
ছাৰ তাতে ছাৰ 3 দিন পিছত যাব দিছে ছাৰ
অ'কে, সেইকাৰণে মই আজি কালি মইতো নাছিলো, সেইকাৰণে মই আজি কথা পাতিছো, ঠিক আছে? গ্ৰিভেন্সত
ছাৰ
তুমি এবাৰ আজি আকৌ এবাৰ দি দিবা, তোমালোকৰ কামবিলাক চৰ্ট আউট হৈ যাব, টেনশ্যন নল'বা। আজি দি দিবা, খালি ক'বা যে তাত লিখি দিবা যে আৰ্জেণ্ট বেচিছ, কিমান দিনৰ ভিতৰত লাগে, যে 2 দিন বা 3 দিন, সেই কথাটো লিখি দিবা তাত।
ছাৰ সিদিনাখন তেনেকে দিছিলো মানে 1 to 2 days তেনেকে লিখি দিছিলো
ঠিক
আগতে
আছে,
কিন্তু
আৰু পাৰপ'জটো লিখি দিবা,
পেণ্ডিং দেখাই আছে হয় ছাৰ
চৰ্ট আউট হ'ব,
sir,
পাৰপ'জটো লিখি দিবা। কোৱা?
sir, মোৰ ফাৰ্ষ্ট চেমিষ্টাৰ আৰু ছেকেণ্ড চেমিষ্টাৰ মাৰ্কশ্বিটত মোৰ নামটো অলপ ভুল আছিল। 1 বছৰ হ'ল একোৱে নহ'ল ছাৰ। মই গ্ৰেজুৱেশ্যনত এতিয়ালৈকে ঘূৰি আছো তাতে দীপাঞ্জলি গাৰ্গ।
গ্ৰিভেন্সত দিছিলা?
দিছো 1 বছৰ হ'ল। তাৰপিছত ৰিটাৰ্ণ দিছো। তাৰপিছত মেমজনী কয় যে প্ৰিন্টিঙত দিছো সাইন কৰিব দিছো এদিনাখন এনেকে মিছা কথা কয় লাষ্ট মিছা কথা আৰু আজি মিছা কথা নিমিলে
হ'ব পাৰে বহুত ষ্টুডেণ্ট তোমালোক আছাতো অকল এজন দুজন ষ্টুডেণ্ট নহয় এতিয়া তুমি পটককে আহি গ'লে মই তোমাক চিনি পাওঁ গোটেই ডিপাৰ্টমেণ্টৰ মানুহে বাহিৰৰ মানুহে চিনি নাপায়তো কাৰোবাক তেনেকুৱা
এক
ইফালে
বছৰ
ইফালে
হ'ল ছাৰ
হ'ব পাৰে কথা নাই হ'ব পাৰে কিবা প্ৰব্লেম হ'ব পাৰে ঠিক আছে ৰেজাল্ট
আৰু
মই তোমাৰ
তাৰপিছত
বস্তুটো চাম বাৰু
বাকী যিকেইটা মাৰ্কশ্বিট আহি আছে ছাৰ
হুম
সেইটোতো সেনেকে প্ৰচেছে হৈ আছে মানে সেনেকুৱা ভুল হৈয়ে আছে তো
তোমাৰ
সেইটো ঠিক
নামটো
কৰিবলৈ
RAZULHOQUECHOUDHUR কি কৰিব লাগে সেইটোত তাত কি ভুল হৈছে
CHOUDH টো অহা নাই
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা এইচটো তাত নাই ন
অ
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা অ'কে মই কণ্ট্ৰলাৰ লগত কথা পাতিম ডিৰেক্টলি ঠিক আছে তুমি চিন্তা নকৰিবা আৰু চৰ্ট আউট হ'ব চাগে সোনকালে ঠিক আছে অ'কে দেন এনি ইছ্যুজ এণ্ড এনি কোৱাৰিজ ষ্টুডেণ্টছ এনি ইছ্যুজ এণ্ড কোৱাৰিজ
থাৰ্ড চেমৰ বেকৰ এক্সাম কেতিয়া হ'ব
থাৰ্ড সেমিষ্টাৰ বেক যিমান বিট just put your mic off first Deepsika you just mute your mic okay so বেগ বিলাক সাধাৰণতে তোমাৰ হেৰি পেন এণ্ড পেপাৰ পতা কথা আছে ঠিক আছে গতিকে বেগবিলাক পাতিবলৈ এতিয়ালৈকে কোনো ডিচিশ্যন হোৱা নাই ডিচিশ্যন হ'লেহে তোমালোকক জনোৱা হ'ব দীপশিকা
ছাৰ মোৰ প্ৰেক্টিকেলত আছিলে প্ৰেক্টিকেলখন এটেণ্ড কৰা নাছিলো
ঠিক আছে অ'কে প্ৰেক্টিকেল কাৰো বেকৰ এক্সাম হোৱা নাই এতিয়ালৈকে অলপ দেৰি ধৈৰ্য ধৰা হ'ব পিছত অ'কে 001 চামচুদ কিবা ক'বা নেকি ৰোল নম্বৰ 001
দি থোৱা
ছাৰ
খিনি
মই
ৰিড কৰা নাই এবছৰ হৈ গ'ল ছাৰ কাৰেকশ্যনত আছে মাৰ্কশ্বিট
মাৰ্কশ্বিট কাৰেকশ্যনৰ কাৰণে দি থোৱা আছিলে এবছৰ হৈ গ'ল হোৱা নাই
এতিয়ালৈকে কোনো ৰেছপন্স নাই
গ্ৰেভেন্সত দিছিলা কিমান দিন হ'ল এবছৰ
এবছৰ হৈ গৈছে থাৰ্ড ছেমিষ্টাৰ মানতে দিছো
আচ্ছা কিহৰ কোন চেমৰ কাৰেকশ্যন আছিলে
ছেমিষ্টাৰ ছাৰ
ফাৰ্ষ্ট ছেমিষ্টাৰ ছেকেণ্ড ছেমিষ্টাৰ
ফাৰ্ষ্ট ছেমিষ্টাৰো আছে ছেকেণ্ড ছেমিষ্টাৰো আছে
কি ভুল আছে
গোটেইখিনি
তাত
ছাৰ মোৰ
টাইটেলত ভুল আছে তাৰপিছত আকৌ যোনটো এতিয়া মই ইউজ কৰি থকা এনৰলমেণ্ট আইডি আছে সেইটো আইডি নহয় তাত বেলেগকে আছে আইডিটো MBA IP
আই পি
আছে
বুলি আছিলে
আৰু এতিয়া IBP আছে
য়েছ
আৰু
কোৱা
ছাৰ
টাইটেল
মোৰো
বৰুৱা
ভুল
হয়
আছে ফাৰ্ষ্ট ছেমিষ্টাৰৰ মাৰ্কশ্বিট ছাৰ ঠিকে
ভুল হৈ
নকৰে
আছে
এদিন গৈছো ছাৰ মোৰ মাৰ্কছে উঠা নাই একচুৱেলি মানে এডমিট বোলে ছাৰ মাৰ্কশ্বিটখনত মোৰ মাৰ্কছ উঠাই নাছিল মানে মাৰ্কছ কেইটা দিয়াই নাই মানে গোটেই কলমটো খালী আছে ছাৰ মাৰ্কছৰ
আচ্ছা অ'কে এটা কাম কৰিবাচোন তোমালোকৰ গোটেইকেইটা ষ্টুডেণ্টৰ যি ইছ্যুজ আছে এখনত ঠিক আছে এখন পেপাৰত লিখি পেলাই মোক ফটো মাৰি দিবা নহ'লে হেৰিত লিখিব পাৰিবা ৱৰ্ডত টাইপ কৰি পেলাই দিব পাৰিবা
পাৰিম ছাৰ
পাৰিবা
কি খিনি দিব লাগে ছাৰ
নাম এনৰলমেণ্ট আইডি হোৱাট ইজ দ্য ইছ্যু অ'কে ঠিক আছে মোক এখন হেৰি কৰি দিবা ছাৰ চবৰে বহুতৰে ইছ্যুজ আছে গতিকে মই এজনকে ষ্টুডেণ্ট কৰিবলৈ দিগদাৰ হয় মোৰ নিজৰে দিগদাৰ হয় অকল তোমালোক বুলিয়ে নহয় মই লাষ্ট ছেমিষ্টাৰৰ খিনিকো হেণ্ডেল কৰি থাকিবলগীয়া হৈছে ঠিক আছে ইনক্লুডিং এমফাৰ্ম অলছো গতিকে বহুত অসুবিধা মোৰ নিজৰো সময় নোলায়গে তোমালোকৰ প্ৰত্যেকটো কথা এটা এটাকে মই দিব পৰাকে ঠিক আছে একেলগে মই গোটেইখিনি যদি ইছ্যুজ একেলগে লৈ যাওঁ তেতিয়া মোৰ কাৰণে it may be possible for you that I can communicate with them directly if all of you give the all issues in one paper okay fine okay yeah okay so let's start with the class okay fine class to start কৰো আজি পঢ়িবলৈ মোৰ ইচ্ছা আছে নাই? বুজি পাইছা নাই ক্লাছবিলাক তোমালোকে?
পাইছো ছাৰ।
পাইছা? চবে
Sure.
চবে বুজি পাইছানে? পাইছা?
পাইছো ছাৰ পাইছো ছাৰ।
অ'কে অ'কে। চ' কিবা এনি কুৱেশ্যনছ কিবা যদি থাকে কুৱেৰি তোমালোকে সুধিবা। অ'কে? দীপশিখা তুমি ক্লাছবিলাক কৰি আছানে ৰেগুলাৰ? বাকী ক্লাছবিলাক?
কৰিছো ছাৰ।
চিয়ৰ কৰিছানে তুমি?
চিয়ৰ ছাৰ চেক
অ',
কৰিব পাৰে।
অ'কে। কোৱা কোনে কৈছা?
কলেজ কেতিয়া খুলিব?
কলেজ কেতিয়া খুলিব মানে আমি ক'ব নোৱাৰো কলেজ খুলিব। এতিয়া কভিড বিলাকতো এতিয়ালৈকে নৰ্মেলাইজ হোৱাই নাই চোৱাচোন চিটুৱেশ্যন বিলাক। গতিকে
কলেজত ক্লাছ কৰি ভাল লগা নাই।
সেইটোতো চবৰে হয়, আমাৰো ভাল লগা নাই। কিন্তু উপায় নাই, তোমালোক আহিলে তোমালোকৰ পচিবিলিটিজ বিলাক মানুহৰ বহুত বেছি হৈ যায়তো কভিড হোৱাৰ। এতিয়া আমাৰ তোমালোকে জানা নে নাজানা নাজানো, মেক্সিমাম টিচাৰ্ছ আমাৰ কভিড পজিটিভ হৈ গৈছিলে। তোমালোকৰ আমি ইয়ালৈ আহি পেলাই ক্লাছ কৰিছো। গতিকে বহুত ফেকাল্টি কভিড পজিটিভ হৈছে। গতিকে সেইকাৰণে তোমালোকতো এজন দুজনকে নাথাকে। এতিয়া আমি আইচলেটকে থাকিব পাৰো কোনোবা এটা ক্লাছত, নহয় জানো? তোমালোকতো নাথাকিবা।
হয়।
তোমালোকে এটা ক্লাছত 10টা 15টা 20টা এনেকে থাকিবা। তোমালোকৰ যদি কিবা এটা হয় কোনে ৰিস্ক ল'ব সেইটো সময়ত? তোমালোকৰতো পেৰেণ্টছো নাথাকে লগত। চ' সেইটো কাৰণে পটককে এতিয়া তোমালোকক কোৱাটো টান ক্লাছ ডাইৰেক্টলি কেতিয়া হ'ব। কাৰণ এতিয়ালৈকে যিটো গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট ৰুল ৰেগুলেশ্যন সেইটো আমি ফ'ল' কৰিব লাগিব। ক্লাছ 12লৈকে এতিয়া দিছে, তথাপিও এজ কনচেণ্ট গিভেন বাই দেয়াৰ পেৰেণ্টছ। পেৰেণ্টছে কনচেণ্ট দিলেহে তেওঁলোকে আহিব। পেৰেণ্টছে কনচেণ্ট নিদিলে তেওঁলোকে আহিব নোৱাৰে। গতিকে তোমালোকৰ পেৰেণ্টছেও পঠিয়াব জানো এতিয়া তোমালোকক? আহিব পাৰিব জানো? পঠিয়াব?
ছাৰ মানে
পঠিয়াব?
ঘৰত থাকিলে হয় ছাৰ।
ঘৰততো গালি খাইছে চাগে নিশ্চয় পঢ়া শুনা নকৰা। নহয় জানো? হা?
এইটো কাৰণে ছাৰ ঘৰত থাকি ছাৰ বৰ লাগি গৈছে ছাৰ পঢ়িব মন নাযায় ছাৰ।
ঘৰত গালি খাইছা, মা আৰু দেউতাৰ কথা শুনিবলগীয়া হৈছে। ইয়াততো আৰু কোনে পায়, নহয় জানো হোষ্টেলত থাকিলে? ভালেই হৈছে, অকণমান নীতি শিক্ষা শিকা। ভালেই হৈছে। দিয়া অ'কে, চ' ষ্টাৰ্ট উইথ আৱাৰ ক্লাছ ৰাইট। ঠিক আছে, টাইম ৱেষ্ট নকৰোঁ, বহুতখিনি টাইম গ'ল। চ' টেবলেট প্ৰিপেৰেশ্যন মেথড উই হেভ অলৰেডি ষ্টাৰ্টেড ইন দ্য লাষ্ট ক্লাছ। কি পঢ়িছিলোঁ আমি? ডাইৰেক্ট কম্পেৰিশ্যন, ড্ৰাই গ্ৰেনুলেশ্যন এণ্ড ৱেট গ্ৰেনুলেশ্যন। অ'কে, তোমালোকে দৰকাৰ হ'লে এই প্ৰচেছকেইটা লিখি ৰাখিবা। মই শ্লাইডটো শ্বেয়াৰ কৰি দিম, বাট অলছ' I can ask anytime, anywhere. Okay, all these questions. What is the method for the dry granulation? You just keep on your mind that the process. What is the process for the dry granulation? Okay, and what is the process for wet granulation? See, for all that is last 4 steps are common. Mixing, then compression mixing, fill dye, compress tablet, eject tablet, that means compression of tablet, then metal check, okay, dedusting, then coating and packaging. So all three processes, for all in all processes, the 3 steps are same. What is the difference? That is the first steps. Okay, first 2 or 3 steps, these are the that have the difference. Okay, so what is the difference? Simply you just keep on the mind that for the wet granulation, what is the process? We are using see, we are using binder as a solvent. Okay, we are using the binder as a solvent. Okay, when we are using the wet, so we are using the solvent, then it becomes wet, and that's why it is called wet granulation. Okay, so is it visible to you? The slide is it visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so first thing is that, see, what is sizing? Okay, come to the point. Sizing means what? So before preparation of the tablet, okay, we have to make the size in uniform in nature. Uniform in nature means we have to prepare the uniform size of that particular formulation. How can you prepare the uniform sizing? With the help of sieving. Can you give the example of some numbers of the sieves? How many, what are the numbers of the sieves we are using in the preparation of tablet? Sieve number.
C80.
Sieve 80, good. Then কোৱা আৰু কি sieves আছে? What are the different types of sieves? Sieve number 60, sieve number 40, sieve number 70, sieve 80, sieve 100, sieve 120, sieve 16, sieve 12, sieve 20, mesh. Okay. So what are these? When you are going to the, that means ascending order from 16, in 16 sieve the size, pore size is very, that means we see some gaps on the that means sieves. When the sieve number, the number of the sieve become increased, the pore size become decreased. তোমালোকে ধান চলা চালনীখন দেখিছা? ধান চলা চালनीখন যদি sieve number, जो चावल हम लोग छालते हैं ना, उसका जो sieve है, अगर वो 16 मैश का है तो आटा जो हम लोग छालते हैं उसका नंबर होगा 60. That means what? When increasing the sieve number, we are decreasing the pore size of the sieve. Understood my point? Getting my point? The pore size of the
Yes.
sieve number, the pore size of the sieve, when we are increasing the number of the sieve, the pore size will become small. How we can calculate? In square per square unit area, that means they have the 100 pores for the 100 mesh. In square unit area, they have the 16 pores. Understood? That's why it is called 100 mesh, 16 mesh, 60 mesh. If we need fine powders, very fine powders, then we are using 100 mesh. If we are need some moderate fine powders, then we are using 60 mesh or 40 mesh. Okay. If we need very large particles, that means we are using 16 mesh. Okay. So these are the different sieves we are using for the preparation of tablet. Why we require? For sizing, to uniform, make the uniform size of the granules. Okay. To separate the impurities that present in the excipients. Okay. To separate the, that means that means other particles, those who are not required in the tablet formulation. Okay. So these are the sieving. So sizing. So how we can reduce the size? By one method is sieving. Sieving, by simple sieving we can reduce the size. First, but method, another main method is that to reduce the size is called size reduction. How can you reduce the size? With the help of milling. Okay. By milling we can use, with the help of mill we can reduce the size. So what types of mills are there? Have you ever read what is the types of milling that is available to reduce the size? Do you know how many types of mills are there? Pharmaceutical
Exactly.
pharmaceutical
Any type.
engineering. Have you studied pharmaceutical engineering?
We have read about ball mill,
Yeah,
margin
yeah, ball
mill.
mill, ball mill,
So hammer mill.
hammer mill. So what is the principle of ball mill? Principle of ball mill?
That
বল বিলাক স্যার রাবিং কৰি থাকে স্যার।
চামচুত তেনেকে ক'লে নহ'ব নহয়।
Friction, sir.
It is called
Study.
impact and attrition. impact and attrition, that is the very important. These are very important. What is the principle of ball mill? What is the principle of hammer mill? Okay, বল বিলাক কি হয় ঠিক আছে চামছো ঠিকে কৈছা তুমি যেতিয়া আমি when we are rotating the that means drum it will include balls and by the friction of the all balls we can reduce the size. Okay, so see what is the main procedure for size reduction. So size reduction, that is milling. First one is the number one is the crushing. Number three is the grinding and pulverization. So these are the main parts for sizing. So in case of industry, we are using milling. Okay, we are using mill. That means not the ball mill. That is it is a I forgot actually that particular name of that miller. Okay, so mainly we are using the uh, milling for size reduction. Okay, so it is the important process of tablet manufacturing. Okay, a fine particle size is essential in case of lubricant mixing with the granules for the proper function. So if the size of the each and every size of the tablet formulation, if the granule size is not in uniform, then how can we fill? আমি কেনেকুৱা feel কৰিম যদি if the particular size of that particular tablet is not uniform. পিঠাগুৰি লাডুটো খাইছা পিঠাগুৰি লাডু বনাই খাইছা কেতিয়াবা সান্দাগুৰি লাডু বনাই খাইছা কি হয় কেতিয়াবা এটা সৰু থাকে কেতিয়াবা অলপ ডাঙৰ থাকে টেবলেটটো তেনেকুৱা হয় জানো
নহয় sir.
নহয় it is uniform in size. Uniform in size কিয় লাগে because to improve the flow property by proper mixing of that particular what granules with the lubricant. What are the lubricants? What is the example of lubricant? Example of lubricants?
Magnesium stearates.
Can
Magnesium stearate. Good, Prominence. Anthony, okay. I'm very confused about Prominence and Anthony. Which one is Prominence and which one is Anthony? Okay, you understood that. I am that means directing you. You just make it respond. Fine?
I understand.
Okay, okay. So magnesium stearate talc, these are the main lubricants. Okay. If the particle granules are not in uniform in size, that means we cannot mix properly with the lubricants to improve the flow property, to improve the reduce the friction of that particular molecules. Okay. So various types of mills, various types of machines may be used for drying, dry sizing or milling process. Okay. So depending on whether that is gentle screening or particle milling is needed. That means if gentle sizing with the help of gentle sizing means by using the sieve. If we are using the sieve or with the help of sieve, we can make the granules or make the particles in uniform in size. If that is not in the much more harder, then we can use generally sieving. Otherwise, if the particles and if the molecules are very harder in nature, then we can use for grinding, crushing, or milling. Okay. The range equipment, mainly what kind of equipment we are using for sizing? That is fluid energy mill, colloidal mill, and ball mill. Okay, so these are the examples of that means some mills that is used for size reduction. Another one is the cutter mill, roller mill, and conical mill. Okay, so cutter mill. Have you seen what is the? How can we reduce the size? All of you know. All of you have seen the grinder, mixer grinder. Okay,
Yes sir.
it will rotate the blade and it will cut the. It will reduce the size of the particular. That means uh, all the granules. So in industry section, we are using cutter mill. They have some different size of sharp blade. When it will rotate, it will reduce the size. Okay, so that is the use of milling. So from this topic you can understood that why milling is required. Okay, why milling is required? To make it uniform in size. Why uniform size is required? Why we are make uniform in nature? Because it will help to mix the lubricants. Why lubricant is required to mixing in the formation of tablet? Because when we are adding the lubricants, it will improve the flow properties of that particular granules. Why flow property is required? Because it will not stick on the die punch or hopper of the particular tablet punching machine. And now it is clear. Now it is understood clearly.
Yes, sir.
Any confusion? Any confusion why we are using lubricants, why we are going for milling, why lubricants are used? No difficulty, I think.
No, sir.
Okay. So next come with the mixing. If you are not properly mix the granules or medicaments, it will not make the uniform size or shape of that. You cannot get the uniform size or shape of that particular tablet. To get a proper tablet, mixing is the most important thing. We have to mix all the ingredients properly. Otherwise, it will not form in the shape of tablet. It will form some cracking, creaming, peaking, sticking. So these are some, that means demerit, that means problems that is involved in the preparation of tablet. Okay, so why mixing is required? Let's see. So successful mixing of powder is more difficult than mixing of liquid. As perfect homogeneity, it is difficult to achieve. Okay, so when we are if some drugs are soluble in water or soluble in any solvent, we can mix it properly with the help of stir. But as compared to the other liquid forms, in case of solid or powder, it will very difficult to mix in uniform portion. If drug is not properly mixing, if we are preparing in the bulk quantity, in some cases there will be drug or there may not be drug. That does not contain any drug in any tablet. যদি তোমালোকে টেবলেট ভালকে মিক্স কৰা নাই কি হ'ব if you are preparing paracetamol tablet, okay, if paracetamol tablet is active pharmaceutical ingredients is paracetamol, if paracetamol is not mixed with properly with the other powders, other medicaments, then is it effective for us? Because in some cases in one tablet it will contain more paracetamol, and in some cases that particular tablet does not contain any API, because due to the that means lacking of mixing. If its mixing is not proper, then it will not contain the proper drug. So that's why we have to check the drug content. How can we check the drug content? I have already discussed in your previous practical classes. Okay, in your previous practical classes I have already discussed how can we, that means, calculate the drug content. First, we have to take volumetric flux, then we have to add it solvent or water. We can take it water as a solvent. Then we have to put the tablet in water. It will mix it properly. After 24 hours, we can take the absorbance. Why? Because if it is not properly mixed, if particular tablet does not contain any drug, then have it, then then particular drug shows the that means therapeutic effect. No, it will not show any therapeutic effect. That means it should be contained that particular claimed amount of quantities of drug in it. That means it should have to contain that particular claimed amount of drug on that particular tablet. So mixing is the one of the most important factor to preparation of tablet. So each process of mixing has an optimum mixing time, and longer mixing may result in an undesired product. Okay, so the optimum mixing time and mixing speed must be evaluated. Okay, blending prior to compression is normally achieved in a simple tumble blender. The blender may be a fixed blender into which powders are charged, blended, and discharged. It is now common use to a bean blender. So what it is says, it it says that in case of mixing, we have to mix it for particular constant temperature and time. Okay, in particular rotating speed, we have to go for mixing. If we mix it for long time, then it will form some undesired product. It will form some undesired product. That's why we have to fix the maximum speed of the rotator and how much time we have to take for mixing. It is the most common and important factor of mixing. So in case of, that means in case of industry, what what are the apparatus used for the mixing? Here it is said that we are using some blenders, but in case of, that means in case of industry section, they are using a rapid mixture granulator, that is called RMG. You can note it down because in industry, when you are going for industry, it is very important. When you are going for industry, it is very important that rapid mixture granulator is the one of the equipment, one is the apparatus that is used for mixing purpose, and that we can set the mixing time and mixing speed, RPM, how much time that propeller is rotated. Okay, in what time the propeller will be rotated, we can calculate properly. We can, that means control properly in RMG. So what is RMG? That is rapid mixture granulator. Okay, and blending also one is the process through which we can mix all the ingredients along with the excipients. Along with the excipients, we can mix all the active ingredients and also the lubricants. Okay, so there are various type of mixture blenders are there. That is V-shaped blender, V-con blender, double con blender. So these are some examples of blending equipments which are used for the mixing. Getting my point? Understood or not? What is
Yes.
mixing? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these are some topics of mixing. So see what are the mixer we are using for mixing, that is V blender, oblicon blender, container blender, tumbling blender, agitated powder blender. Okay, so these are the equipments we are using for mixing the all the ingredients, and also RMG, that is rapid mixture granulator. We are mixing all the ingredients along with the binders in rapid mixture granulator that is used in the industry scale. V blender, double cone blender, these are mainly used in case of laboratory scale, but in case of uh, that is industrial scale, we are using mainly a rapid mixture granulator. Okay, fine, understood.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So meeting will this class will be over within 3 to 2 minutes. Okay. You just because I have set for 45 minutes. I think 45 minutes will be over. Okay. You just do one thing. You just give your attendance. Okay. In the next class, tomorrow also class is there. In tomorrow, I will discuss what is, that means flow property and compressibility. That is some properties. Okay. So up to this, do you have any confusion about mixing and sizing, sieving, what is sizing, why it is required? Do you have any confusion?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. All of you, you just give your attendance. See, for the A batch, I will discuss all the practicals. Don't worry. Okay. In the next class or any that means Free time is when I will get the free time. I will discuss about the preparation and evaluation of paracetamol tablets also, and preparation and evaluation of aspirin tablets. So all of you submitted your assignments already given. That is first assignment. Anyone left? All are given.
Given, sir.
Fine. Okay, fine, fine. No issue. Then okay. You can leave now for today. Okay.
sir.
Any questions? No questions. Okay.